Official opposition.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I rise on the same point of order, and I want to thank the honourable member for bringing to your attention exactly what happened. And we as Conservatives experienced the same situation where the information that was received by us in the lobby was not complete, so it would obviously call into question, Mr. Speaker, whether we received the accurate information. As the honourable member said, it was a 440-page omnibus bill, despite the fact that the government had said that it would never introduce an omnibus bill. We do have and share the exact same concerns, Mr. Speaker, not the least of which are the contents, whether in fact we received the proper contents, whether we were able to disseminate those contents in terms of our work at committee and in fact our work in the House as well. And Mr. Speaker, I will speak to the broader issue that this is a pattern of not managing or not having the ability to manage for some reason on the government side, providing this type of information in an appropriate way to the opposition, Mr. Speaker. And I would add as well that in spite of the information that we received, which we deem as incomplete, and as the honourable member argued, we were only allowed to have 5 hours of debate in this place on C-19, which amounted to a total of 11 speakers. And so I think obviously the privilege of the members in this House, Mr. Speaker, are paramount, and we should be receiving the exact identical information, particularly on an important piece of legislation like the Budget Implementation Act, 440 pages. Several of those pages that the opposition parties received were missing and therefore incomplete. So I ask that you look at this judiciously, Mr. Speaker, and come back with what I would expect a favourable ruling on the honourable member's point of order. Thank you.
Suite à l'appel du règlement soulevé par le député de Joliette.
Further to the point of order raised by the honourable member for Joliette, I would like to make a clarification.
L'honorable député de Sandwich Gulf Islands.
Oui, merci, Monsieur le Président. Je veux
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd just like to add a few words to support the point of order brought forward by the member for Joliette. I think he's right. If there are truly differences between the copies of the bill C-19, that's a real problem when it comes to respecting this institution. And so, from the Green Party's perspective, I hope you will make a very fair ruling on this issue. Well, I'll do something that I didn't do the last two times. I'll ensure that everyone's been able to speak to the point of order. Yes? Very well. Further to the point of order raised by the honourable member for Joliette, I would like to make a clarification regarding Bill C-19, an act to implement certain provisions of the budget tabled in Parliament on April 7th, 2022, and other measures. The member noted that the hard copy of the bill obtained from the lobby differs from the version found on the parliamentary website. It would appear that pages are missing. Therefore, the member asked which version is the correct one. He asked for a clarification regarding the rules. The usual checks have been made with the Office of the Law Clerk and Parliamentary Counsel, and I would like to reassure members that the first reading copy, signed by the Minister and the Clerk, contains all the clauses of the bill. The issue, therefore, seems to be with the reproduction of the pre-draft copies available in the lobbies. The Chair stresses that these copies are provided by the government so that members can read the major provisions of the bill. After first reading, the bill is officially published, which could change the pagination and line numbers of the version used for the business of the House. The copy obtained in the lobby is therefore not the official version published with the Speaker's permission. The electronic version available on the Legisinfo website is checked by the Office of the Law Clerk and Parliamentary Counsel before being posted online. Thank you for your attention. The Honourable Member for Joliette. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you for your ruling and clarifications. However, it is unfortunate to see that when there are copies that are freely given us to enable us to start studying the bill, when those copies have not been authorized and verified by the chair, we can't count on those copies, and that undermines opposition members' trust in the government when they give us documents, because according to your ruling, it means we can't count on them. I'll take that into account. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Orders of the day. L'ordre du jour.
Order, amendement du gouvernement.